Hello, I'm Smoky957 and welcome to my Sunday night live stream here in Old World Blues. And just coincidentally, this is also my 100th video. So tonight I'll be playing as the Maxson Expedition, and I'm doing this all the way from the start, just in case anybody's wondering that I do some cheats or anything else to make it easier. So Maxson Expedition, a brief history, rising tensions and a desire to secure an eastern foothold. An expedition was formed in Lost Hills, sent east to Colorado. The Maxson Expedition set out to form a new chapter of the Brotherhood beyond the reach of the Californian powers. Hello Pumpkin, how are you? And we have, okay, so they are Bunker Blues. So as all Brotherhood nations get a nice boost to special forces and energy cell capacity. Also have the Bazaar, which gives more construction speed. Refugees, the extra 5 plus 5 plus 5 is water and scrap metal, if I remember correctly, and this is a reference from Wastelanders 3, I've been told. We can also form the Colorado Brotherhood, occupy some conquered land in New Mexico, and we have the calculator's lair. Hello Lars, how are you doing? Okay, so let me select. Now if you do want to make this a bit easier, I'll play on average Joe. You can go to custom rules and either give yourself a buff or change some unifiers or the AI behavior to help you out. I'm not going to do that. Let's reset to make sure. Yes, and let's start. Okay, here we are. Now there are quite a few ways to do what I'm doing tonight, and that is I'm going to focus on these three: robotcity, hangdogs, and scorpion's bite, and that is the actual order that I plan on taking them out. But yeah, there are actually quite a few ways of doing this. This is just my personal way. So starting off, let's get rid of these decisions that I don't want. Not going to do procurement. None of that. None of this. And let me turn off the backstory. Okay, done. I can't start an intelligence agency yet. And for research, we only get 3 slots. I'm going to start with warrior training. Then I want to start with tools here. Normally I would start with construction or have agriculture to get some population, but I really need to buff my production of equipment as fast as I possibly can. And also I would normally start with research speed, but again I'm going for some early wars, so I want the intel bonuses. So combat language will be first. One moment please. And then okay, for construction I'm going to start with, actually not, I'm going to do my bunkers first. I'm going to start here in one across all at the bottom, and then 2 civilian factories there. Don't worry, we'll get some more later. And then for production, I'm going to make power armor my priority, and that take that down to 1. And now for my armed forces, now we start with 3 power armor and 2 knights. I'm going to be changing them all to the knights, even though we have no power armor in store. And I'm going to make Corsetti. She has got the highest attack, so she will be in charge. Make this rigid, and I'm going to be going across here. So I'll do the, okay, let me just give an army group, get some extra bonuses there. Rigid Azor, and now for my troops. Okay, so we start with a 10 width power armor, and this is basically what I'm going to be using for this playthrough here. Generally for a longer game I would like to go for a 20 width and add some support and all that, but for this, if you want to do this quickly and you need to, it's all about, in this case, quantity over quality. So I'll be playing as power armor majority, but I will be using militia forces when I recruit. And the reason why, this is the cheapest option I have to recruit, and I need manpower in the field quickly, and then I can always update them as things go. Add it on there. So is that everything here? I believe so, yes. Let me just actually just cancel something quickly. Goodbye. Okay. The reason I'm not using the standard infantry is they have anti-tank rifles already attached as a support unit, and I do not want to spare the factory to start that off. So that's that. Oh, I didn't actually read out the thing first. Let me start that. Rising tensions and a desire to secure an eastern foothold and expedition. Yes, okay, cool. That was the same as the brief history we started off with. Let's get this started. Okay. Now, as you can see, I put all my 5 units here. I'm going to split, so I get 3. And I'm going to put them, I've already played 4.0, put them there. I'll read that now. The reason I'm doing this is I'm hoping the AI puts more units on this land crossing than at the river crossing, which is what I need. Okay, so personal log, the expedition's beginnings. This is Paladin Commander Andrea Brexley recording a personal log to make sure if I don't pull us through this, someone knows what happened. Sitting back in a chair, Andrea sighs and runs a hand through her short cropped hair. Going on, she begins with, "We all had high hopes at the start, heading out east. The elder from Lost Hills, chosen to lead the expedition, Elder Cameron, was a good leader, well respected, and he had seen plenty of combat. I was chosen to come along to lead my paladins and knights in case we were attacked. I remember there was a debate over what resources the expedition was to be given. Now, we can get 500 manpower and then 125 advanced energy weapons and power armor, or we can get 250 manpower and then 250 weapons and power armor. Now, because I've recently changed, let's actually put these guys on training. I need to take this one so I can cover up that gap. Next we have snapping at our heels. Shattered and broken, we fled from Denver, the hangdogs and their hounds right behind us. The legacy of a defeat hangs heavy over every member of our chapter. Okay, so there's my guys moving around. Let me give Pain Train to Corsetti here. Okay, and that's Owen. One moment. Okay, so now another personal log, howling and screams. Our arrival into Colorado was without fanfare. The tribes and settlements near to our destination had warned us that our goal was guarded by vicious hounds, the hangdogs. Alden Cameron wasn't a fool, but Andrea's hand clenches into a fist going on. None of us knew the scale of the foe we were to face. We had entered Denver, but we had only encountered scavengers. No sign of the foe we were told to expect. Some of us were unnerved, but most assumed the raiders had been driven off or destroyed before our arrival. A bitter grimace forms on Andrea's face, and she shakes her head back and forth. If only we were so lucky, Andrea says, pausing to collect herself before going on. The first night after we had set ourselves up, we were making plans for the expedition's first tasks. That was when they attacked. It was a massacre. We were forced to retreat over the river with what little we could carry with us. And we get this hangdog defeat, which means I get less political power, and the big thing, 10% less stability, which sucks. Next we have Senator Peterson's bunker, set aside as a safe haven for his family, now rediscovered by the Brotherhood. The codes given to our founder worked, even after all this time, allowing us to enter the bunker without incident. Okay. That's halfway through the short ones. Now we can just get ready, get trained. We are, okay, only 16 and 10. So luckily, the cost is 4.5 for energy weapons and 12 for power armor. That's why I've put so much on the power armor here. I need to get a lot quickly. Okay. Personal log, our refuge. Elder Cameron had been wounded badly during the battle and retreat, but still managed to lead us southeast. He knew there was a bunker we could take shelter in while we regroup. Shattered and depleted, our expedition fled across the river, the hounds of the hangdogs right behind us. A fighting retreat to a bunker we hoped wasn't occupied, or for all we knew was destroyed during the Great War. I hoped our luck had finally turned when we arrived and found it not only intact, but still secured and well stocked with supplies. Okay, so we get 2 building slots. One's an arms workshop, one's a civilian factory, and an extra bunker for protection. And then the last of these short ones, the schism. Inside the bunker we found a massive stash of stealth boys, which we used in an attempt to recover our lost brothers. The side effects of these devices were only discovered too late, with a large contingent of our forces suffering from paranoid delusions. Okay, this is one of the big ones. This event that's coming up now, and I'm immediately going to be buying a lot of guns to make up for the fact I only have one factory. But what's about to come up now is a big one. Okay. Personal madness in the underground. No one is sure how Senator got his hands on a shipment of stealth boys, but the elder thought we could use them to scout across the river and find out more of our scattered expedition. The senior and most experienced of us, those that were still alive, was sent out with a sack full of the devices to help cross the river and survive in the hangdogs' territory. In the weeks and months that followed, they managed to bring back as many of our brothers that they could find. Things seemed to be getting better, but maybe that hope blinded us to the truth. Elder Cameron had miraculously recovered enough to walk without assistance, and our recovery teams were returning. I went out of the bunker with the elder to greet them, but something was very wrong. It had been worsening inside them for a time, but the recovery teams were suffering from overuse of the stealth boys. They didn't believe the elder was alive, and after a tense argument, weapons were drawn. I couldn't believe my eyes when a paladin put a round through the elder's torso. Our side fired back while the recovery team members began to scatter and fire wildly, not just at us, but even at each other. So basically they went crazy. The death of Elder Cameron and the scattering of most of our senior knights and paladins, I have become the highest ranked brother left. The expedition now succeeds or fails by my efforts. Okay. Check the decisions tab, look towards Boulder Dome to cure the condition. Regaining the lost members of our chapter would be far better than having them put down. Okay. So let me just explain this quickly. Okay. So we have now put down the circle. I'm not going to do this. Straight out, this is what I'm saying. It's better not to. We need to, at some point, I can do this. Okay. So, recruitable population -2, another loss in 10 stability. Boulder Dome, if you don't know, is over here in Globux territory, so we have to go get all the way through this. And we have to battle on with this negative all the way to here, the circle cure. I don't think we'll get to this over this episode, but this is what you want to aim for. You basically just have to put up with the negatives that you get from this what's it called again, the outcast of steel. You just have to basically put up with that until it is done. Now all the big ones, sorry, the small ones are finished. It's time for the first big one. I want to go to war as early as I possibly can before robotcity gets too stronger. So we're going to go recover our might. Loss of our equipment was ingenious, with no help coming from the west and enemies on all sides. We cannot wait long to recover our strength. This will give me a nice reduction in weapon production cost and increase in reliability, which is good. And while that's going, I'm actually going to do my normal thing. If you've ever watched me before, I'm sure you know I like to personalize my stuff. So let's just go Maxson Battle Force. That sounds good. Okay, let's do that there. And they knights, so let's give them a nice shield. Here we go. And we're just going to call this, I don't know if we're going to get anything else. So this is, let's just name it after her. Corsettis. Here we go. Corsettis Brigade. Very nice. Oh, I want to make it red, the same as the color of the shield. There we go. I just want to double check that. Okay, travelers from the Summers Federation. Okay, recently some trainers from down south in New Mexico have arrived, claiming to be from the Summers Federation. They offer us technology and base materials in exchange for survival knowledge and schematics. The deals they offer us tend to be in our favor, mostly since they do not seem to understand the importance and potential of the tech they have. Still, if we do not wish to deal with them, it is simply a matter of keeping them from entering our bunker. Now this is another one. Okay, there we go. You do not, I do not ever do it. Do not break off that, because later on, I can actually restart this now. You actually get a chance once you kick Lanius's bum. You can actually turn the Summers Federation into a small chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. Down here right at the end. So that's that. Okay, so 60 days to go. Combat language done. So that means I'm going for reference manual to get decryption bonus. They'll give me intel boost fighting against them. Look, have some coffee quick. Oh, that's good. Okay, cause is going off. Actually a nice opportunity. I've still got the new Brandenburg submod installed, so it's interesting to see how the AI runs it. No real clue yet, you know, which way they're going. I don't have any intel on them, but it'll be nice to see later on. Okay, tool procurement done. Now I'm going to do industry planning. And I also just want to also have a look, how is this? Okay, good. You can quite easily take robotcity with the 5 units you start off with, but then to take on the hangdogs you need at least 10, but it'd probably be better if you have 15. Okay, so that's warrior training done. So my training time will be slightly better. I'm going to jump all the way across and start off with motorized flights. I want to get a little bit of close air support as well. Okay. Oh, unpause. And now we wait for this focus. Speak of the devil, recover our might is finished. Now the AI goes for Scorpion Menace, and a lot of people who do have their own ways of doing it also go after Scorpion Menace first. I'm a fan of punching through steel, so our expedition needs a victory, and the robots, or the so-called robotcity, are a good target. Our forces will need to strike swift and hard to succeed. So we get a research bonus for anti-tank weaponry and claims on a war goal on robotcity's core territories. Now the reason I like to take robotcity out first is because as they upgrade their robots, okay, that's my intel boost, so now let me make sure I keep it by getting some decryption for myself. They get hard, the robots get harder and harder to pierce the more advanced they get. So right now, and I'll show you with the, because I start off with common energy weaponry, I have more than enough piercing built into my standard units to get across, and my own power armor, which is, shouldn't have closed this. I am also running at salvage power armor as well, so that's nice, quite and high. And stonks are, this is a godsend. Okay, more guns. Did I? Yep. Okay, there's Navarre Crisis kicking off. Now you may have noticed here that I put my militia force to, what's this called now? Reserves. The reason I did that is because I'm buying so many pipe guns, it goes out to everyone, but then because my power armor is set to elite, their weapons will be replaced. And okay, I'm not going to train them up. Their weapons will be replaced, and the pipe guns would go to the militia, and that works both for the units I have in the field and also for my garrison units. Now I am still wondering if I should do if I should use that trick with the robots that I figured out during my Eagle Rock playthrough by using robots for my garrison units, but I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do with that. But at least now I'll make sure that by making them reserves, all the best stuff goes to my knights. Now I do have power armor in the bank, but I'm not going to change these militia guys to my power armor template yet, because I need to bank as much of that as possible. And talking about banking, there we go. Get Andrew Brixley for the arm experience gain and attack and defense, which is great. And then I want to boost her with pain train, so they'll only get an extra 5% of all those things, but it's better than nothing. Savage leader for 10% breakthrough, that is damn good. And division attack, another 10%. Really got to boost them as much as I possibly can. Use every bonus I can think of to get these guys to go across. And it's worked. Okay, you can see now there's more units here on this little land bridge than there are at the river crossing, and I want to keep it that way. There we are. A whole bunch of wars kicking off now. And let me buy some more guns. I want to buy, because I don't know what options I'm going to get from the organizations, and if I can't complete them, I want to have as much as I can in the bank. Okay, so punching through steel's done. I'm now going to go get the cause on Fort Lyon. Amber team was written off as MIA shortly after the retreat from Denver. Luckily they've been rediscovered based out of the wrong bunker. A smaller pre-war ration stockhouse in Fort Lyon, near Fort Lyon. Okay. They'll be tasked with securing the territory from their bunker, then reintegrated into the army proper. So that takes 15 days. And while we're doing that, declare war on robotcity. But I'm not going to attack just yet. I'm waiting for there. Quick with the space bar. Accept both these volunteers. They'll always come. It's a total of 3. And now we're just going to sit and wait for them to arrive. Takes about 2 weeks. Okay, industry planning is done. Let's get construction basics done as well. Okay, there we are. This should be coming soon, don't worry about it. Thus you need to be quick with the spacebar so you can pause the game and get them as quick as you possibly can. Sit there and defend for a bit. Okay, Shell's army is going. Come on, that should be as soon, Okay, there you are, 1 and 2. Gonna wait a little bit more. Oh, okay, let's do this first. The dreary go round. Andrea wasn't sure what she was looking at obsessively. It was a Brotherhood reconnaissance trooper, but judging by the reports, he was far more than that. In the retreat from Denver, him and a few dozen men were separated by a raider ambush and ended up at the wrong bunker entirely. It was a pre-war ration stockhouse just south of Fort Lyon that had miraculously been mostly undisturbed since the bombs fell. So he and his men camped out inside it, got the bunker transmitter working, and put out an SOS signal, prompting discovery by the rest of the expedition. That seemed simple enough though, but there were a number of peculiarities with the man himself. Firstly, his armor was heavily modified, sporting bandoliers, satchels, some kind of helmet-mounted infrared scope, and mounts for a ghillie net. Ah, proper sniper or something. Secondly, he refused all requests at his actual name, and everyone he had led to the stockhouse revealed they didn't actually know it. Even his holotags had been tampered with to only display his favored nickname, Outsider. Thirdly was his manner of speech. He'd picked up something of a wastelander's accent and all the informal dialect that came with it. Whilst Andrew was lost in thought about the odd man, he had been standing in increasingly uncomfortable attention. Need anything else, miss? Paladin Commander, she corrected. There's no Miss Brixley in this bunker. Sorry, Paladin Commander. The only other issue is what we're going to do with the food. There's a ton of it down there. Okay. So I was going for the 50k. And this is what I advise you get 50k so you have money in the bank to buy what you need to buy. But I'm going to give it away to get some extra 100 manpower. As always, manpower is a very precious commodity in Old World Blues. Let's call the next one New Syracuse. Oak Squad was lost, presumed dead in the retreat from Denver. Recently, though, they started contacting us on old radio frequencies. As it turns out, they had simply diverted to a secure cache of energy weapons on their way over. They'll be deployed to a New Syracuse to secure the local area, then reintegrated into the army proper. Okay, so now back to the battle. What I'm waiting for is these volunteers to actually start attacking. They normally always go for the land bridge, and I'm hoping they do now too, otherwise my plan is buggered. There we go. They attacking, my troops aren't. So now move everyone across there delete that so there's no confusion. And it is go time. So now they're keeping 5 units busy in there, which is perfect. I've done just a breakthrough order to keep it nice and simple. And this is where power armor, and this is where I'm only basically use power armor as much as I can. Every chance I get, I'll do it. Okay. Export section. Okay, we've got the core, brilliant. Now I want to do, we need to hold on. Our position here in Colorado is tenuous. While we can't afford to hide in our bunker and shut the door, we can still prepare defenses in case of attack. So we'll get construction speed plus up, maximum entrenchment up, and outpost construction speed up as well. Okay. Nice, easy-ish river crossing, and pause. Okay, so Pawn Knights, I'm going to send all the way there, and Pawn Squadron I'm going to send there. And then take the whole unit, and while they're standing waiting, they can start planning for that going north. Okay. See, they're still quite weak. They're probably only using scrap bots or something like that, so not too difficult. That's one done. I want to isolate these guys. And these guys, just want them to stay here to secure this crossing for our resupply. Come on, you can cross, you can cross. Oh, lost fuels communicate. This comes up randomly. Plus 75 political power and extra base stability. Thank you very much. We'll use that shortly. Oh, decision. New. Turn off, turn off. Don't want any of you. Okay, back to business. Almost and done. Okay, so I'm just going to take these two here, and let's take out these 5 units. It's going to make the rest of our job quite a lot easier. And let's buy some more guns while I'm at it. There we are. Come on. Almost there. Down to 1 unit left. So that's 4 taken out. And let's start the advance. Okay. Research speed's done. I'm going back up here for smoke signals. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do some micro here. Let's help these guys along. Another unit of militia coming. Fantastic. Just want them to fill the line. There we go. Let's actually get him. No, go there. Let's see if we can cut another one off. Okay, that's construction. Organized agriculture, 250 manpower. Let's help these guys out here. Here I'm going. No, come. Good. Hopefully you can keep it all nice and tied up. Looks like the newbies on the field are going to be the ones that win it for me. Because they're able to take out 5 here at that land bridge, they simply do not have the numbers. They've only got 3 units. And that's all she wrote. Robot City taken out. Thank you very much. 22nd of August. Now I could have done it a little bit quicker, but it is what it is. Put everyone here. Train until you meet what's it called, regular. And now, before you unpause, immediately. This is why I haven't been using power armor and why I haven't spent my political power. You need to do these focuses as fast as you possibly can, even if it means deleting units or stopping training. Because now, the Circle of Steel ones you can do without, because there's always a 50% chance that nothing happens. If you don't do these, stuff always bads and your resistance will go through the roof. So until this is sorted out, I ain't doing anything else. Now that's also done. I want to see, yes, create agency. I want my spy. I need to keep my resistance down for my manpower. Okay, I will not be pushed around by the Iron Alliance. Thank you very much. So this is 10 squares. You want to hold it, and that's quite good timing. That's done. I would love to go down here right now, but I want to get these done here. So first of all, let's do, actually, no, I'm going to stick with my guns. Okay, you get the choice of more resources or the civilian workshops. I want the civilian workshops because I only have like 3 anyways. And on that note, oh, I think a whole bunch, yes, a whole bunch of wars just kicked off. Fantastic. Let's go have a look here at what we can build. Okay, let's put an arms workshop here. Make that a priority. And here we'll do a civilian. And yes, I know I can still build one here, but my preferences are, I like to keep things even. It's just how I roll. Okay, back up to 100 political power. I am not going to be spending it. I just want to check one thing quickly. Okay, yeah, everything seems to be going nicely. Sorry, yeah, just checking the stream equipment. 100 videos in it, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do this stuff half the time. Okay. So here's Doki's course. So that's 180 days. I forgot to miss it. And now you can see either I lose 10 manpower or 2% stability, but it gets progressively worse the longer you do it, or don't do it rather, actually. So I want to get those sorted out. So I have the caps, so let's get anti-partisan. If I can, I want to go for 2. You see how my supplies are. Everything in the green. Good. I want to keep that way. There we are. Now I am, if you haven't guessed it already, I am not going after Scorpion's Bite right now. Okay, I want to, it does actually matter. Let me clear the roads first, move from left to right. I want to, next target is the hangdogs. So there's 2 real or 3 ways of doing this. You can either do what I've done, take out robot city, and then Yes, another option, secure the interior. So I've done 25% progress there. Let's do another one. And you can do what I do and take on the hangdogs directly. You can also take on Scorpion's Bite, manually justify the hangdogs and go up. Or you can take both and try to do that, but oof, good luck with that one. That's not easy. The reason I like doing it this way is a couple of factors. Let me just get improvised tools for more efficiency cap increase. This is 10 states or 10, this is 11. So I need one less to fill up, and this makes sense to me. And also, generally, if you're pushing from Scorpion's Bite up, you also have to take out robotcity, so your line gets extended quite a lot, whereas here it's just a straight push west, which I prefer. Then another reason is I have found that, okay, let me just finish. I found that robotcity is the hard of the two to conquer, and I want to get the difficult one out of the way first and leave the easy one for last. So that's how I'm going to go. Now, nothing really awesome. Eugene here looks pretty cool, so we're going to use him. Root out resistance, robotcity for me. And I'm going to do this again while I have the money. So I'll keep my resistance down. This is still coming along nicely. Production is good. Cleared the roads for the infrastructure. Industrials, I haven't been reading any of these. Okay, many of the buildings in robotcity aren't in terrible shape. With a little work, we can clear plenty of indoor space to repurpose later. 4 building slots. That's good stuff. How are we doing here? So if I'm lucky, and I really force myself, which is what I advise you to do, is to push as hard as you can actually get 100% progress done before Doki's call event finishes. It is tight, but it can be done. Okay, that's motorized flight. Triplane attacker. That's it. Done. And we carry on going. Okay, MacArthur one there, and did I lose? It's alright. I prefer having them go there automatically, but it's all good. I could train them like bunches of 2s or 3 or 4 at a time, but playing as Maxson is a constant balance of equipment, political power, and manpower. You've got to find the best way that works for you. And there we go. Oh, okay, so now hopefully I can do all 3. Okay, I got the money, got the manpower, got the power on the equipment, and that should be everything. 80 days, I'll have 11 days to spare. Anti-partisans done. Let me go 4. You know what? I'm going to do watch out for spy. No, let me do foreign department then first. That's expensive as hell. 5, that's it, 5k. Smoke signals as well. Let's get another intel boost. There we go. hopefully that's all that I needed. I still got a good amount there, that's great. Okay, refurbished buildings is done. I can't do that until I've done everything else. So now I can move across, and I want to get scribes, industry consultation. Scribes overseeing the work of the wastelanders in our territory will help reduce mistakes and improve our production. And this is what I want, 10% growth in my production efficiency. So it's all about pumping out as much as you can with as little as you have. So this is upgrading, so that's great. And I've only got 2 slots open, so that's 10, yes. My math is still working. One of the last nice things that you can do with Maxson, along with a lot of other Brotherhood of Steel chapters, is I've changed nothing, no doctrines, nothing, and I can have 170 battalions of heavy special forces. And because there are 4 in this unit to give me the 10 width, I can have a full division, or whatever you want to call it, of 20 plus. And that's before I go and start adding on doctrines and everything else. You could probably get it up 200, 250 if you do it, if you play your cards just right and take the right advisors and all that. So, you know, once I can, and once I've secured robotcity, I will be converting all the militia guys I can into power armor, so that, watch out for spars, and this should be, I need, it's only 4 now I think. Used to be 5. Okay, let's, because the toughness of power armor is what's going to get me where I need to go. Okay, and that's 10% boosted in efficiency. Now I want to sort out New Syracuse. Our initial expansions into New Syracuse were minimal, besides approaching wasteland settlements in the area. Now that we have need of a functioning civilian industry, it's time to put effort into setting our interests up there. So 4 slots, 1 of them civilian workshop, and I get 2 infrastructure, and a nice event called a dispute. And it's Christmas 2275. Whew. Okay. This is going okay. What I'm waiting for now is the civil war between Warden and the hangdogs. And then after that, if the hangdogs win, they will want to come after me to, as the focus tree wants the cause of robotcity, and that will be what I need to go against them. And if Warden wins, then I'll have to change my tactics and take out Scorpion Bite. But I'm banking on hangdogs winning, coming against me, and then I'll be fighting a defensive war, so that then my loss to stability and war support won't go down as much. You lose more if you are the aggressor than if you're the defender. If anything, sometimes if you've got the right stats, your war support actually goes up, which is great. What's not great is my manpower, 279. Not pushed around by Scorpion's Bite either. Goodbye. Watch out for spars is done, and there's my operative, so I don't waste money anymore. Encoded there, and let's get some resistors for research speed. Oh, and it's coming up on the end. So the other 2 are done. Drive Doki away is almost there, 16 days. That'll be awesome. Okay, a dispute. Up upon a rise overlooking the eastern lands of New Syracuse, Andrea gazes through a pair of binoculars. Not that there's much to see. Though from the reports, New Syracuse used to have at least some industry. Most of it hasn't been used for 2 centuries, but that's better than being obliterated by the Great Wall. Putting the binoculars and handing them to the knight next to her, Andrea turns and starts heading down the hill towards the tent. Pushing open the flap with her power-armored hand and stepping through, she sees the trader Dan Rivers bent over a physical map laid out on the table with Proctor Ulrich sitting down next to him. Any progress, she asks the pair. At her question, the two both turn their attention to her, Dan putting an easy smile while Ulrich gets up slowly to salute, his face impassive. The proctor speaks up first. Plenty. With Mr. Rivers' connections and our own scouting, we have the most important locations mapped out with a plan in place for our takeover. Dan also speaks up, saying, mostly have a plan in place. I'd like to ask that we don't move the people from New Syracuse Steakhouse. They're comfortable there and you won't gain much, if anything, from moving them. Ulrich scoffs and counters, that is one of the largest buildings in the town. Of course we can gain something from it. Andreas sighs and asks, why is it an issue to move them? We've already dedicated enough men and resources to restoring the buildings in town. It's not like they're homeless if we move them. The sauce. Oh yes! The sacred bottles, the sacred steak sauce. Steak sauce, Andrea asks, raising her eyebrow inside her helmet. Dan nods and goes on. Yes, ma'am. The people living in that building worship the sacred bottles, but have done so for centuries now. Andrea stares at him, speechless. Hold on, I just want to turn down. That's pretty soft already. Bit too loud on my ears here. Okay, I hope that's okay. Yes. Ulrich asks in an exasperated tone, can't they just take the bottles with them? They can set up some shrine in the new houses they'll be staying in. Dan shakes his head and taps the map with a finger. I know these people, Proctor. The bottles are behind glass up on raised platforms. It's some sort of pre-war display. Taking them down with their current locations would be blasphemy to them. Andrea places a hand up to her helmet to think. This isn't that big of an issue, but it seems to have Dan riled up, and Ulrich is unconcerned about anyone else as usual. While the proctor's decision will overrule anything the trader says, Dan will keep arguing for this if he thinks it's the right thing to do. They'll always time. As strange as this is, it's not something she wants the two dwelling on, so it's time to make a decision. Okay, don't move them, they can work around them, plus do stability. Move them, we need the space. We're going to get building slots and our building speed is slow anyways, and I really love stability. I don't like being below 50%, so stability it is. And that's done. We've still got some time for the next one, so let me actually get, don't need resources now, but some more workshops would be good. Okay, restoring our roads and industry. The area around Maxson Bunker was remote enough not to be hit hard by the Great Wall, but still suffered from 2 centuries of neglect. Fixing up the surrounding areas will help us secure the foothold. So 2 civilian workshops and 2 infrastructure. Yes, please, and thank you. Okay, now, okay, I really don't want to do this too early. Whole wall's going to war up north. Don't worry about that. Okay. Roach King's going against Fault 37. 8 days to go. Come on. Coffee, Elector of the Gods. Come on, I want my 100. There, 100%. Doki's call completed. Brilliant. Where are my militias? And the nice thing about doing this, believe it or not, okay, yeah, I'm still short power on this grade. I'm actually going to save manpower. That's right, a 6 with militia uses 20 more manpower than a 10 width power armor. So actually get, I'll change you as well while I'm at it. And ooh, now I can get some nice things. Okay, what do we got here? Escape artist, no. Smooth talker, cool. Let's get Steve in here. And I'm not going to put him here. Reason, or let me actually try. No, it's pointless. Let me show you what happens if you put two operatives in the same area. The one only works at half the rate. So if you really got high resistance, cool. Otherwise, let's do something else with him. And so I'm going to ask him to build an Intel network. No, let's try Dog City. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose the guy. If I lose him, I'm not rescuing him. Forget about that. Don't have time for that drama. Okay, that's done. So restore some roads. Robot City is no more. This will give me a call on Robot City, which I desperately need. That's 60 days. And let me just double check there's nothing else I can pull since we've done some stuff around here. Ah, yes, I can. So this has got, let me add on 2 military arms workshops here. Yeah, and that'll do nasty, thank you. And now, just like I'm going to be using the power armor to upgrade my troops, I'm also going to be spending political power where I can. Improvised tools is done. We do work as needed. I prefer this one, especially just for the extra 2% power, population. This one does give you more output, but population is also very important to me. So I want that. I want that badly. How are we doing here? Still quite good. How long will it take? I went to the wrong screen. It will take 70 days to get that up and running. Good. So I'm making more than one a day. Support robots is done. Okay. What's happening in the rest of the world? Let's have a look. Okay, Lannis is going against the executives. I've still got the whole trade thing with Summers Federation. I haven't cancelled that, and I won't. Ah, here we go. That's what I've been... Okay, that's going on there. Painted Rock, you can also go away. Hopefully they don't raid me. That would be most upsetting. Okay, that's the executive taken out. So next he'll be going after Twin Mothers, I think. Yes. Okay. Oh, and I can actually do this now. There's one I saw when I was checking out. No. No, is this? No. The population would be nice, but I'm looking for, yes, factory output and construction speed for military factories. That is exactly what I need right now. So they're all fighting there. Now, if you wanted to do a manually go against them, it would cost you 175 days. That's right now with them at war. I think if they're at peace, it's actually over 200, because then they haven't caused any conflict, so the requirement is higher. But Warden is quite a tough nut to crack. Less aggressive than hangdogs, but more. But that makes them more. They've got massive defense buffs. So in a way you almost do want them to win. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, 7 military factories. We have 6. Okay, always be careful with doing this. I can get this done because I've got one that's going to be finished in a month. Can't really normally get about 4 months to do these. If you say no, you get -5. If you say yes and you don't do it, you get between -10 and -15 support for your organization. But if you do get it right, you get sometimes up to 100,000 caps, which is very, very nice. So I should get in time because I just want one extra arms factory. Okay. There, they've done it. Alright. This is where what I'm doing now is either make or break. It comes down to this now. Let's train these guys. I'm not really worried about the arm XP for my templates. If I wanted, I could change the take the anti-tank off my infantry here, but I'd just rather just keep these guys piling on. They actually train faster than normal infantry as well, which is nice. Okay, so Doki's Trove. Robot City. The invasion of this monument to robotic friendship had gone better than expected. Mostly left alone by neighboring powers, the city had been ill prepared for prolonged conflict with a dedicated military force. The robots had been easily routed, destroyed, or deactivated near systematically in the process, some of them being pressed into labor roles, whilst others were refit for jobs like battlefield support and logistics. As Andrea walked through the halls of Doki's chamber, she felt a pang of guilt. Some of the robotic chassis, lifelessly slumped against the wall, had names drawn on them, or colourful, almost artistic depictions of flowers, hearts, or Doki herself. Oh yes, they really do worship Doki. It's been a while since I've played Robot City. On the one hand, it could just be all faulty programming resulted from exposure to unstable artificial intelligence. On the other, these could have been the first, as close to people as tin cans can get. It was a worrying thought, but one she gave little attention. The implication was far too troubling. As Brickley stepped into Doki's chambers, she saw Proctor Elric hunched over the terminal. Now escaped AI had been housed in. Hello, Proctor. Man of science. Proctor George Elric was an older scribe who had been sent with the expedition with the goal of categorizing, sorting, and supplying the wealth of tech located in Denver. As the Denver mission was a complete failure, he had been regaled to being the chapter quartermaster. This was not a role he enjoyed and was often either crabby distracted or distractedly crabby. Oh boy, what a combination. Though he was focused in on the dark red glow of the Doki terminal, Andrea sensed a hint of happiness. This had been his first chance he had had to study something more advanced than a laser pistol, and study over it he did. He barely even noticed Andrea enter until she spoke, at which point he stood up a bit straighter, clearing his throat and motioning down to the terminal, rubbing his beard with a free hand. Good morning, Paladin Commander. This terminal is incredibly unique. It has been modified many times over, especially in the RAM and CPU department. We could use it for calculations related to research or production, but there's one issue. Yes, Proctor. He shifted his shoulders a bit, letting out a somber huff. Something about this little AI was important to how it works. Now that she's gone, I don't expect the computer has a long lifespan. It'll be overheated junk before long. An impasse, it seems. What do we do with this terminal? Okay, either give it to the scribes, so you get more research speed for 80 days, or give it to the factories, which gives you a bigger cap and growth for 80 days. And that is what I want. So, to the factory it goes. And that gives me a core that I would like. And now I'm going to carry on with uncapped. No, I've called that, so now we still have a mission. This is quite nice. Our successful conquests have emboldened by the lust for revenge. The Maxson Chapter is back on its feet. Okay, you just have to take out one of them and you get this. It will now be Colorado Knights, so more recovery rate, more attack, power armor attack, power armor speed, and power armor defense. It's all about the power armor, and that is why I'm playing it as such. Now if this is done, oh, and I got arms factory. Oh, lovely, lovely. Let's put you there. And I got the factory. You can see, yeah, 100,000. Let's buy some more. Actually, can I? Oh, I need 5 more. Oh well. Can I get some big guns? No. That's good. Just go for the cheapos. Okay, when are you? You need to get finished quickly. 27th of May. Okay, that's a month. Now I should get the same volunteers I had earlier when I went against robotcity, but it's not guaranteed. So this is for the fight you need to really play carefully. In actual fact, I'm just going to... I need these guys out in the field more than anything else. And let's power armor you up as well. So I know there's nothing available, but our production is pretty damn good. Doing more than one a day. Yeah, 1.5 a day. That is fantastic. Okay, that's my resistor done. Let's get vacuum tubes for even more research speed. How's my CAS? 33 days till some CAS. And I've got a core now, so let me see what I can do. robotcity, okay. At 18, so it's 16. 1, 2, 3. There. Whoop. Okay. Nice amount of arms factories there, and then I'll just put 2 more civilians on the bottom. Okay, so we still have a mission is done. Now I don't have problems with resources, civilian workshops. I want to go for, maybe I never lose it again. I can decrease my production cost for power armor and infantry equipment in one go, but it is 60 days. But so be it. Is it, no, I'm just wondering, is it 20% or 30? I'll say here 35%. Oh yeah, because I've got refined warfare plus 15% training. I am not going to be touching my doctrine, because the next one takes away 10% of my manpower, and I don't want that. So that's not going to happen. I'll just check every now and then, kick those units out as fast as I can. I will actually, I'll kick them out, but I won't change them to power armor. I just want to have numbers. Unless I can be above, I need 80. Yeah, 80. One, 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 and they open up top there. What's my Intel? How much do they have? Intel ledger, 51%. Between 8 and 24. That's a hell of a. Oh, 15 to 20. So they outnumber me. Oh well. Okay, now I want to get the scrap bot so I can get the template for excuse me, a template for the robots so I can use them if I want to. Now we play the waiting game, the waiting game, the waiting game. So I just wanted to, this has been annoying me. I hate this theatre thing at the end. There, just leave it like that. Thank you very much. Okay. Yep. Just want units in the field now. 15 would be nice. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Let me add one more unit on. I want to be careful here. I don't want to go too crazy. Military signing bonus. That would be great for manpower. I don't even know what that thing was. Doki something or another. Didn't even know I had it. Didn't know I was affected by it. Now what should I go for next? Oh, there's a manpower one. Where's that manpower guy? Compliance game would be nice, but I don't lose war support. Caps income. Oh, I could risk that. Never lose it again. So that is that done. Now let's get division defense. Yes, the bulwarks of steel. How do you pronounce that? Our enemies will crash upon our steel. Shoulder to shoulder, we will not break. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Oh. How's Lanius doing? Well, he hasn't gone after twin mothers yet. Okay, work as needed is done. Let's do another construction. That's great. If he joins her, I'm going to be one happy camper. Honestly, I am. Someone's 0, 15. I lose. I think it's worth it. I've got pretty good run of guns right now. I can capture some more. What I am thinking about is I've got one thing here. I'll stick with militia. Now where is enforcer, gun sticker? Ah, militia, attack and defense. At least they can do it a little bit better. I would not normally use him, but when you're backed up into a corner, you're backed up into a corner. Oh, if he goes against, that would be lovely. Okay, I'm going for it. I want the population. No. Yeah. I'll probably say yes to the freaking follows the apocalypse as well. Annoyance that I need to have. But my stability is above 51%, which is great. So I was making 15.48. I don't actually see that much of a difference, but it's fine. If I have to, I will get on low on manpower. I will just crunch every single one. Hangdogs declared war on the Scorpion's bite. What the hell? Well, now that's annoying. You know, I've done 2 practices at this. And this is what I get. You know what? I'm not waiting. Justify, conquer. Okay, I need 31. I can't wait yet. Because this is exactly what I wanted to avoid, is this split, fighting on two fronts. That's why I took robotcity, because where I like it, it's easier. Well, you know what, if I don't, I reckon I need to go for it. But he's going to... Okay, did declare war on twin mothers. Such an arse move. Okay. She stays going NCR, okay. I can change one of these guys to Paladin Power Armor. I've got a plan forming in my head. Might not be a good plan, but it is a plan. Okay, I want to do Maxson, upgrading Buchan's existing security and prepared defense. Hello, meow. Positions around us should help us repel direct assault. Okay, so that's 30 days. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to clear on them. And they're justifying a war goal on me. You SOBs. Okay, well at least they'll be spread out. What's my intel on them now? Intel ledger 14 to 21. Still more than me. I still think I can do this. Especially if I can get 2 more out. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. But I might be able to do it. 62. Yes, let me change another one. 7th, here we go. Let's change you up. This is 4 tanks. Oh yeah, put scrap wood in there. Oh. Okay, what are you guys at? 28. I want to deploy them. This is 5 states. If I can get that next focus done here, I will get 2 outposts along that line which will help defend, and they can attack here, and I'll still get the volunteers, so hopefully I'll have enough. Oh, of course, all my testing, and it comes down to this. And I don't think, when have I got? 6th of September 2277. Oh jeez, that's next year. Okay, that's there. I'm not waiting around that damn long. Did I read right? 350 days, 6th of September 2277. No. What's this conquest of steel they're doing? Nah, okay, okay. They're doing it both manually and with, okay. Let's go, no, not add a unit. Deploy them, take you away. No. All you guys join here. They're doing a focus. How long is this focus? This is going to be interesting. Hope I still win. I did a whole thing about it. Maxson can win. 30 days, 10 days left. Okay, automation's done. I want to up. Where's this? One of them gives me defense here. You. I've got 15 days. Okay. How's my power armor looking? 60. If I can get that up to 80, I'll change another unit. Otherwise, I'll need to keep those as backup. Weapons, how are we looking there? Can I buy? I don't think so. Nope. Shoo-hoo-hoo. This is either going to go fantastic or absolutely crap. Okay. I'm going to hold the line for now. Let me check here. 80 exactly. No, I'm not spending those. These militia guys are just going to have to hold on. Yes, please. Come here. I want to get these outposts up. Yeah, get back in there. Get back in the fight. Okay, they're pushing there. I'm going to have to go for it. Why am I still training? Okay, that was an idiot bloody move. Okay. Ah, yes, come. Okay, untapped research. Okay, I don't need to do that now. That's to do something. Let me do, yeah, untapped resources. And I hope the hell I can get this right. See if I can link up here. No, if you can pushing them back. This is going to suck. Yes, it's what damn time we got you. These militia guys just can't freaking hold anything. How's your plan for taking out the hangdogs? Well, meow, my original plan was for them to justify on the old robot city and attack me. But, of course, as fate would have it, they decided to... Can I join these lines up? Hold on, one moment. They decided to go after the scorpions. No, not yet. I need to get one more. They decided to go after the scorpion's bite. And now I am looking like 10 types are buggered. Yes. Okay, let's see here. How are we looking? 17 to 20 against my 15. Plus another 3, so 18. We're pushing nicely here, but I want to join this line up here. No, get in there. Okay. Because right now this line's not pushing, so I can join them up. Hopefully they will. and I need to push hard and push fast. What bonuses can I get here? No. Woodworking. Let's get another manpower. This is not how I planned. Not how I planned. But if we can join these lines up, it would be there. Okay, now. Stay with me on this one, people. Stay with me. I might still be able to pull this off. Although I just built outposts that now everyone's going to be able, they're going to be using themselves. Prioritize taking supply hub first. Believe me, I'm going to. I'm also trying to make sure I don't lose my capital. Untapped resources. Underground workshops. Okay, how are we looking here? I need a... Where are you going? No. There. Okay, now at least everyone's fighting and trying to push. Thankfully, their core... Oh, do I risk it? Do I risk snaking? You know what? I have literally nothing to lose. I do not like snaking, but I might not have any other option. Honestly. Okay, where's the next one? Okay, let's go that way. And just hope to hell it works. Colorado Springs, well, yeah, that's a big one. I don't want to send them off for one giant race. Mosquito, go away. Okay, now get in there. How is this doing? Good. 20%. It's better than bugger all. Okay, I think he's pushing more harder down here in the south. I do have bunkers here at Maxson. Do I have, how's my palm looking? 74. No, not going to risk changing. I'd love to change one of these militias to it. Okay, there. Oh, they take one, that one back. Take it. Take it. Yeah, now I'm going after all the supply hubs. If I unpause the game, of course. Yes, you. Mahogany. Okay. Dog City, go. Okay, they seem to be on the back foot here. One thing I'm always worried about doing this snaking is that I get cut off, like this just happened here. Let's take their or yeah, let's take that one rather first. He'll hopefully move off the tile. Let's see, I don't want these guys to get all freaking cut off and captured here. I hate doing this, I honestly do. You stop him. I hate micromanaging because as far as I'm concerned, I suck at it. But so far, where are you going? No, I need you to move, dude. Dog City, go. So far it's working on both sides. What's happening here? Yeah, okay. How much do I risk doing this? don't think there's anyone on site. They send you to Fort Morgan. If we're going to do this, we might as well go all out. Underground workshops, thank you very much. Let's do research focus there. I might not read out that event, everyone. Okay. You guys are standing around doing nothing. You, Steel Town. Yeah, now I need to... They cut off. Where's this guy going? No, go there. No, there's blocked off as well. Ugh. Fall of the hangdogs. Please, 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 please. If it controls 34, okay, I need a few more. I can still pull this off, believe it or not. It'll be a minor freaking miracle if I do. There. Okay, now you are my champion, Mr. Mahogany Squadron. There, and then shift, go around there. Well, is that what I need? Is that what I need? Okay, got the cordon open up. You, yes, Crones, militia training done. Do I want to break through? How much is this? 220. Then we go for carbine struts. I cannot believe that actually worked. Honestly, I've never done that before and gotten it right. That is not a joke. And instead of having to now conquer... thank you, Pumpkin. I won't lie to you. Still some clenching. And now I no longer have to conquer Scorpion's Bite. It's all been done for me. So, thank you very much for the hangdogs for letting me conquer you. Okay. Yes, bypassed. I know. Thank you very much. I appreciate the bypass. I want planes. There. Planes. Let me buy some guns. Second chance bypassed. Ooh. Hold on, hold on. So I bypassed Scorpion Menace there. So I got the claim jar and this. Oh, that's for if I actually wanted to go there. Alright. But I have no manpower. So 107. So let me try 4 Scorpion's Bite and robotcity. Let me see if it will work. 59 support robots that I need. And what do we have here? Set up roadblocks. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to be using any power armor. I'm not going to be using any political power. I'm now going to be doing exactly the same thing I did for Robot City. I'm going to prioritize squashing Scorpion Bite so I don't get the resistance. Because as you can see here, Scorpion's Nation is to minus 10% if I don't get this squashed in a year. Hopefully it won't take that long. Oh. Actually, seriously, wouldn't mind having a smoke right now. That was quite intense. Okay, that is not working. Let me do that instead. And who will have the highest resistance? Let me put robotcity back on militia. See if that works. Oh. I'm not cancelling this because Lennius cometh. Oh. Hell yeah. Okay. I now know what I'm doing for this research slot is going to be doing just manpower for quite a while. What do we need here? Just 18 manpower. Okay. Now let me just check my construction. Okay, so I lost all of those. Oh, damn it all. How is this person supposed to build freaking bunkers? Oy, okay, hold on. Sometimes you have to do this. Move them out the way so you can actually build things. Oh, checking on Elric. I will read this one. Making her way down the access corridor towards the bunker's storage room, Andrea clenches and unclenches her hands inside her power armor. She knows the routine is important to keeping herself steady, but loathes having to check in on every little detail. Before all this, she was leader in battle, not a babysitter for the scribes. Thankfully, the T-51B armor keeps her dire expression from view as she passes by saluting brothers, nodding to them as she continues on her to her destination. Slapping her gauntlet against the open switch and stepping through the doorway, she can hear the sound of raised voices in the storage room. Glancing over, she notices two scribes arguing by one of the tables with armor and laser rifles laid out on them. Turning her attention from them, she sees the man she came to check on, Proctor Elric. The Proctor is sitting behind a desk by the far wall, a terminal screen sighting up his age features green in the dim lighting. Striding forward, her boots clanging against the metal, the Proctor looks up and over at the two scribes by the table with a sour expression before slowly getting to his feet and greeting Andrea. Paladin Commander, here for the daily count. Shaking his head, Elric goes on to say, I understand your need to check in on things, but surely a weekly inspection would accomplish the same thing. Andrea's frown deepens in response to his words, her voice harsh as it barks out of the helmet speakers. If this is that severe of an interruption, Proctor, then I suggest you give me a report quickly and efficiently, then you can get back to your duties. The argument. Another one. Okay. Andrea sees Elric stiffen, but his eyes never waver, and she sighs internally. Helmet speakers crack into life again. I have more to do today than argue with you, Proctor. Tell me the daily count, and also, she says, before gesturing to her left, if you could explain to me what they're arguing about. Elric's head turns from her helmet to the pair of scribes who have still been arguing by the table for the entire conversation. Today's count is 28 laser rifles, 8 suits of power armor. As for those two, they have proposed we use experimental schematics, untested schematics at that we brought with us from Lost Hills. They should allow us to produce and maintain more advanced suits of power armor, or the same but with energy weapons. Proctor Elric shakes his head before going on. The problem is that we can agree that we should use them, but given our situation, we can't agree which to use. Without the resources or the skilled manpower to use both, it's not an easy decision for them. Turning her helmeted gaze back to the Proctor, she asks, and you're the senior, surely you have your own opinion. Ulrich shakes his head and sighs, his gaze finally turning down and away from Brixley. To tell the truth, with my workload, I've ignored them for the most part. Running a hand through his greying hair, he mutters, I didn't think it was too important. Andrea can tell the Proctor is as disinterested in this as with most of his mundane tasks, and speaks up after a few moments of contemplation. Okay, so research speed and reliability for power armor, or the same for infantry weapons. Power armor all the way. Okay, That's that done. I'll now need to, let's get all these blocks out the damn way. Need to watch south, and I need to fortify my southern border, because Lanius is coming. And on that note, they're out of the damn way. Let me build my bunkers again. There, and there. And in actual fact, let's make that a priority for all of you. Factories I'm okay with for now, I think. I want these bunkers sorted out. And now you can get back to what you were doing. There. Fan bloody tastic. Dog City's back in the works as an economic node. How's this going here? Okay, need manpower and support robots. Yay! But I've got planes. Don't have any manpower for the planes, but I've got planes. I'll have to wait. I'm thinking using robots is a mistake, everyone. So I am going to go back to using just the militia force. Cancelling this. Doing that. And then I'll get everything I can on planes. There's some manpower, thank goodness, or it's probably going to disappear faster than I can blink. Not touching the political power, not touching my power armor. What I am going to touch is... Okay, where's the harsh resistance? Yeah, Scorpion's got the harsh resistance, so you can go there. Try to bring things down a bit, thank you very much. Oh. Yep, all 500 gone. Because I changed back to robots. 125 still we need. So if I can call Bastion here, which is what you get once you finish all these decisions, that will be absolutely brilliant. So after southern border fortification, okay, this one here. Yeah, reinforcing our southern border from future threats while we deal with Colorado, which we've dealt with. Can't believe it. With an expanded border, we need to extend our efforts to keep our territory secure. Yes, so more outposts. And I'm also building bunkers. I like to have a mix of bunkers and outposts. My preferred one is one outpost, or one bunker for every 3 outposts. Okay, that's there. I want 240. Let's get the radio. It's quicker. No, I'm changing my mind. No, I'll keep it the way it is. Oh, I'm really missing that laborer's decision you get from with Eagle Rock right now. Buying 300 people would be great. New Brandenburg declared. What have I been missing? Oh, okay, so they went, which way did they go? They went the route I'm going. Okay. And this is what I'm planning on doing on episode 2. This is actually setting up this little faction thing here, and I'm going to take out Vault 37. Hell yeah. I can do that. Now, am I too late to create an air force? That is the question. That is the real question here. I can get it done. Okay, so let me put you on close air support, attach it to that unit, and at least I've got some kind of air force against our buddy Lanius. Okay, how long until this thing is done? 17 days. I don't want to end this episode until I have secured Scorpion's bite. That's my objective. When we get there, I'll call it a night. Hopefully this 5 times speed goes quickly and we can get that done. A whole bunch of wars are going to be starting off soon. Oh, are they still fighting? What? I thought this was finished. They're still holding there. That's just impressive. Okay, range ingenuity, arms workshops. Okay, Scorpions were paying focus on vehicular mobility, and their innovative methods of attaining this advantage showed even our scribes some new tricks in the use of our own vehicles. I'm sorry, I didn't see any vehicles on them, and I'm certainly not using them. They are so stuffed. Should have watched last week's episode. Okay. Are you ready for this decision? Oh, what do I need? Oh, I need manpower. Okay, what did I say? How much manpower do I need? 316. Oh, this is going to be painful. What else do I need? I need power armor. How much am I getting from this? Okay, cancelling, much as I don't want to. Cancel you. This is how serious I am about getting this under control. And before it disappears, take down outsiders. And restart the training. Now if you don't do that while it's paused, you're going to miss it. Right, that's how serious I am about getting those things done. You do not want to let those get the better of you. And since I need 25 power arm, maybe I can convert some of these guys, since I'm sitting on 291. Lovely. Volatile shack market. I never go to Ching because it normally ends up badly. So I'm got some oversight is wise. Okay, let's change you one by one, so I can make sure I keep what I need. And also I am getting some manpower back every time I do this. About 20. And that's the last one I'm going to do, because that means now I have, yeah, I'm not using that either. I can't remember what I need next, so I'd rather just save it. It's fine. I gave you manpower. Okay, carbon struts is done. Yeah, that robot thing was a disaster. Did not work. Okay, I'm going down, so perhaps I actually need to get some transport equipment for my guys. Caravan equipment, there we go. I'm going to do there. How much guns do I have? Over 1,000 still great. Okay. 58 days. Okay, that's the, and now I can get some more resources. What have we got here? While wastelanders are living under the rule, the scorpions no longer have to worry about paying tribute to them. We still need to comb stockpiles that the gang's absence left for technology that we consider dangerous in their hands. Whole bunch of lovely stuff for me. Okay. Since there's probably going to, I don't know, maybe I should do a round 2 of this. Do another stream. Go and get Lanius. Might be a good idea. Let me just spend this wisely. No, hold on. Oh, Twin Mothers flee north. Okay, yes, Twin Mothers have lost. They're going up to Paradise in Colorado, and the Sounder White Peace. Okay, let me just do this again. Edit. I want to duplicate. Night Patrol 2.0. Here's my population I wanted. I can now remove you and there. So in case I do want to do something, if I get manpower back, I can use that. There, you can go away now. I'm going for more population again with crop rotation. 120 days, but you got to do what you got to do. How are we doing? Followers of the apocalypse. Of course, they come when I have no manpower as well, but I need them. Don't like them, but I need them. So I'm not granting basics because I don't want to give away resources, so I'll just do escort the caravans whenever I can, and if I can't, so be it. That's their problem, not mine. How are we doing here? Something far more important. 39 days there. I'm not going to worry about stimulus into Doki. That's okay. I've been done alright with cap so far. Don't know if I'll need any more. Okay, 34 days. 104 for there. This is coming along nicely. Now what you could do, or what I could have done, but I didn't. Briefly thought about it, but then I thought, screw it, I don't want to waste the equipment. What you could do in a situation where, if you get to a point where you're comfortable and you want to try to delay Lanius or anything else, you can send volunteers. Although you face the risk of them being wiped out if you don't work them correctly, you can. Okay, I'm going to go for the next generation. Eager, fresh-faced recruits, hard-faced veterans to train them. Okay, drill sergeants, training time minus 10%, which is great. 200 manpower, which is great, and I get another event. Fresh faces, fresh recruits. I'm going to go for that one. Really want the manpower. How much do I need now? 316. So if I can time it nicely, I probably won't though, because all these I think need manpower. We have to wait, what, 19 days to find out. Let me make them happier, see if we can sign non-aggression pact. No, that won't do it. Okay, scrap bicycle. No, not worried about that. I'm only after power armor and planes. That's all I care about. And in that order, actually. There and there. I know one of these things cost me money, but I can't remember which one. Looks pretty nice taking them out. Don't worry. Iron Alliance will have their turn, so will everything else in Colorado. They just have to wait for Lanius to be taken care of. I'm trying to think. I think I had something to do with chained quiet in the focus tree, but I can't remember exactly. I'm sure there's something here. Oh yes, chained quiet here. But they're going to be chain quiet's gone, so I guess that part of the focus tree isn't going to happen. Sadly. End of the line. What have we got here? There's 100 manpower. Okay, so let's wait for this focus to happen. Okay, next generation, 200. I'm not touching anything. I'm doing end of the line. I'm at 50%. I don't know how much that's going to give me. I really hope it's enough. What else do we have here? Escort follows caravans. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Fresh faces, fresh recruits. Before Andreas, lines of wastelanders standing in rows. At attention, each one of them was clad in recon armor assigned to initiates, and each one of them was stealing glances at her armor when I got a chance. Andrea pretended not to notice. Having silently strode back and forth in front of them twice now, she finally settled in a central position, standing in full view of the rows of initiates. Her helmet speakers crackled to life as she addressed them. I am Jane Brinsley. You will refer to me from here on as Paladin Commander. Is that clear? Initial's response was rapturous and immediate. Yes, Paladin Commander. Andrea allowed there to be a short pause and continued. You are all still trash, putrid little wasteland filth, clad in armor far nicer than you deserve. Jeez. She again paused for effect. But we will fix that. You will be broken down into tiny little pieces and rebuilt into something great. Knights, paladins, scouts. Real cold-blooded goddamn killers. Not every one of you will make it, but those who do will join a brotherhood greater than anything you've ever had been a part of. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Paladin Commander. Okay. Sounds like every basic training I've ever heard in my life. Okay, now, what do I want now? Ooh. Less 20% garrison requirement? Yes, please. That will do nicely. As well, I saw someone here for... must be in cultural. Yeah, civilian integration. And right now I would lose the war support if I have to. Okay, here it goes. Dennis has declared war on the Sun Dogs. Let's see how long they can hold on. I am tempted to go help them, but no. Good luck with that, Presidente. No, I am not going to risk a single one of my units. I cannot believe how lucky I got off with markering the freaking hangdogs there. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I'd played it normally, I guarantee it. There's no way that I would have been able to get the gaps that I got. Okay, Guardians gives a 2/15. Come on, really, how's my... Okay, 3 bunkers left. Where is this now? Okay, it's all on the side there, but I should have... Okay, I've got a row of militia is done. They'll give that, was what? Due to how close New Syracuse is to our main bunker, we can effectively patrol the settlements with a fraction of the forces normally required in exchange for wastelanders from the region helping our garrisons abroad. So yes, 20%. That is brilliant. Field exercises. This might not be so bad. Base war support. Factories, arms workshops, and weapons. Okay, that's alright. Airship down. That sounds familiar. Remove hangdog defeat, and that will give me pretty. Okay, that's 60 days. Let's do that one. Hangdog defeat. What? Let me read it quick. Hold on. It's finally ours after clearing out the stragglers and scavengers. The Brotherhood now has Denver and all its riches. Yes. And what do we have here? Okay, that's 2 hours. What to do? Two more forces are just filing along there. They're holding on to 9 fingers though. Bloody hell. Okay. I was planning on going for longer, but this is taking a while, so instead what I'm going to do is next automatic pause from something. Nah, I'm still expanding. I'm going to call it a night. So yeah. Oof. Yeah, and I can see on my side screen here my internet's starting to go. Lovely South African internet. There we go. Radio completed. So I'm going to call it a night here. Please let me know if you'd like me to continue this and fight against Lanius. But wasn't the way I planned on showing it, but I've shown it as possible too, with a couple of little simple tricks to take on this Colorado section, which a lot of people have issues with, and win. Thank you everyone for watching my 100th YouTube video, and goodbye.